How's it going, guys, and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be checking out the location of all the Artemis Vestige parts and the Artemis Vestige core. All four of the parts can be found in the area called Ashen Cavern. Starting on from the Ashen Cavern entrance, we're going to go straight ahead, and instead of taking the first pathway to the right, we're going to continue and take the second one. And a few steps forwards at the end of this pathway, we'll be able to find Artemis Vestige Part C. Now backtracking just a little bit, and this time we are going to indeed take the first pathway down until we reach our first split road where we can either go left or go right. And here we're going to take the pathway on our right before we almost instantly come to another decision of going left or right. This time we're going to take the left pathway, and we should reach this overhang with some of these purple blob enemies falling down on top of us. When we see these enemies, we want to turn left, and at the end of this cave where one more of these purple blobs fall down is going to be the next of the Artemis Vestige parts. Once we pick that up, we want to do a 180 turn and return back out the cave, but this time once we get to the area where the overhang and the blobs were, instead of exiting back out to the right the way we came in, we're going to go straight ahead and climb up the ramp. At the top of this ramp, we'll soon come to another decision where we can continue climbing inside the same room or take the cave into the left to go deeper. First of all, we're going to take the ramp up here to the right until we get to the upper platform and then jump off this ledge out here on the left. And this is where we're going to find part D of the Artemis Vestige. Also be careful, as there will be a few enemies hanging off the cliff getting ready to attack you. Once we've cleared those out, continue taking the pathway shown here on the video and activate the rotten missile to reveal more of the map. Drop down from here and we'll notice we're in the same room as we previously were a few seconds ago with the ramp and the blob enemies. So climb up the first ramp again. However, this time instead of continuing up the second ramp, we're going to take the left into the cave and we should find ourselves inside this big room with a bridge on the upper level in the middle of the room. Traverse through this room and continue taking the pathway shown here on video. Go all the way past the room where we would find the Towering Crags missile, which is the second missile in the Ashen Caverns, and continue climbing to the right. Now for the final part of the Artemis Vestige, we could just teleport straight to the accumulated ruins and would be right next to it, as it's just opposite the door that we need the dog tags to get into. However, I usually like to do these videos without any jump cuts just to make sure nobody gets lost in case you maybe haven't found some of the missiles yet. So hopefully this should help everyone follow along accordingly, even if it does make the video a little bit longer. So once we do get here, if this door is locked to you, this is the one where you need the dog tags to open, which you get from the mini boss just around the corner. And that is going to be the final part of the Artemis Vestige parts. However, we are still missing the core, and unlike the parts, the core is not going to be found inside the Ashen Cavern. To get the core, we need to go back to the home base and speak to Mia. Approximately any time after we've finished the cathedral area of the game, we should be able to achieve the blood code, the core of the Artemis Vestige, by simply talking to her. So that's the location of everything to do with the Artemis Vestige, but as usual, very quickly before we end the video, let's go and check out which gifts we can unlock by repairing the Artemis Vestige parts. First of all, by using part A and part B, we can get the gift that increases our dexterity and willpower. Then for using part C and D, we get Blood Sucking Blade, which increases the drain rating on our weapons for both us and our companion. So that is everything for this video. I hope you did find this video helpful, guys. If you did, don't forget that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content coming very soon, and we'll see you next time.